Hi. Okay, I don't think we need to put up an image today because it's pretty straightforward. Page 94 is packed with text, but not packed with images. So there's one image here, which is a circle, which tells us to go clockwise from Chatzos Laila to Zricha to Chatzos Yom to Shkia, and then to Chatzos Laila again. Midnight to sunrise to noon to sunset, and then back to midnight. Okay, so then the page begins. The world is a ball which revolves on its axis. There's no beginning, no end. It would seem. Period. It would seem that you could set the beginning of each 24-hour period at any moment you want. There are 4 special moments, which are appropriate points to begin the 24-hour day. You can take your choice: sunrise, sunset, noon, and midnight. Okay, the ancient Egyptians, Babylonians, and Persians, Lufi Eduso Shel Rabbi Rahamim Sher-Shalom Shechai b'Mea ha-11, according to Rabbi Rahamim Sher-Shalom, Gam Amei ha-Notzrim Shehikir, also the Christian nations that he knew. They began the 24-hour period with sunrise. These are all nations which go by the solar calendar. Yisroel, Jews, Arabs, and Greeks, in the ancient period, and today all Muslims, they start the 24-hour period from sunset. What's common to all these nations, they use lunar months. Don't conclude this that all people count lunar months, start the day from the evening. I don't think intrinsically there's anything to do with whether you keep the solar lunar calendar when you start the day. Okay, there. Let's read the middle section here, and then it'll be the right and then the left. Everybody can tell when it's sunrise or sunset. On the other hand, not everybody can tell when it's midday, noon, and midnight. Has absolutely no recognizable indication. Therefore, those who begin the day with noon, I don't know if anybody does that, or Chatzos Laila, or midnight, which many people do, at the beginning of the day, kavu bikar hatochanim or saponim. This was determined primarily by astronomers or sailors. His bonanus b'tzava who used to look at the stars. Also in ancient Rome, in ancient Rome, in terms of the justice, system of justice, and the temple worship, they began at midnight. But in the daily life of the nation, the 24-hour day would begin with sunrise. With this widespread distribution of mechanical clocks, the midnight system got widespread. Over time, with the expansion of European culture, this became accepted in most countries of the world. It is the basis of the standard international clock, and is accepted by all the communication systems in the world. Okay, now the very fine print on the right, he says, based on Masorah, the 24-hour day begins from the evening. And the Psukim you can prove that the day begins from the evening. The Ibn Ezra brings them many proofs. That 24-hour day begins from the evening. Those the Keneged Kitoshimim, as opposed to the opinions of heretics, what? Hinhahu? Beating that, but never saw a word before in my life. Hinhigu. Okay. They put into effect Shmir Shabbos Boker Boker. I know that I never met such a group. It's not Rabbi Avraham ben Chia Modesh Api Agrion V'chein mipsukim shonim nitar laila bin sheyesh v'seis adipus v'yom u'laschil sayom min haboker. Okay, he says that there is some logic and precedent to say it begins from the morning. I don't know how you say that. Obviously, we'll have to see on the other side of the page what he does with Vayivayer by Boker. Lachein who misakein, he sums up in the sefer Ibor. Nevertheless, it is assumed and known in all our places. The beginning of the day is sunset, and the night comes before the day. I'll say Skima Das Razal Chazal came to this conclusion. And we are required to adhere to their standards everywhere. We should, however, make a note here. There's karbanos, the night follows the day. So it's like right. Of all purposes, whatever. Okay, on the other side, Perushim Nunugadim Labitui Vayer Vayiboker. Opposite interpretations of the expression Vayer Vayiboker, but Talmud Yerushalmi Rosh Hashanah Soper Beis Mochirim Mibitui Zeh, they prove in this expression She'at Cholas Hayom Min Erev. The beginning of the day is from the evening. V'yia Peyeh Perush Erev equals Laila, Boker equals Yom. Erev means night and Boker means day. Ach lo kom farshim maskin l'perush zeh. Now everybody agrees. So Rashbam Sover, Rashbam holds, Asher Boker Mashmusam, Hamuvanos, Hayom. They are in the way they are understood today. Erev She'eriv Yom, that evening has fallen. Boker Shalom Shachar, that morning that the dawn has come. Not sure that makes a big difference. Imzos das Rashbam he das Chazal. Nevertheless, he believes in Chazal. Sheyomosh Otar Maschil Min Ha'erev, that the day begins from the evening. The way Perusho B'Yul Sosa Shem Otzas Rosen. I guess it's not only some of the Rashbams are missing in some editions. Again, I don't know why that should make a difference. Yeah, okay. Arab means when it becomes dark, twilight begins and morning begins. It means dawn, but okay, I don't know what the ramifications are. That the day begins in the evening. The best proof in the Torah is Umina Pasuk May Erev ad Erev Tishputu Shabbatchem. Shemar Parshas HaMoadim. By Yom Kippur, I believe, from evening till evening, you should keep the Shabbos. Hashonim Hashonim. I live near 60 years. Shana Olay Mekubal Olam Hashon Atikni. Hashon Mekubal B'Chol Minoso Olam. The standard clock was not, which he's going to explain on the next page. The standard clock was not accepted universally. But and our nation in its diaspora He makes it there class to Sharon Yishap. He used the clock which was in effect in the place where it dwelt. Gilgulim Rabim Avru Shonim Ashonim, many different phenomena passed over the various different clocks until standard clock was accepted. Still a luchos, I believe still Lulach brother to Konchinsky most notably, uses clocks which are no longer in effect, particularly shown Eretz Yisroel. HaChalukas Yemamah shows the division of the day into hours. HaYisodos HaMunachim B'Yisodam Shonim, and the basis of the various different clocks. They are a result of conventions. Dividing the day into hours not mentioned in Tanakh. This is a human convention. Divided the day into 24 hours. 12 hours. 12 hours. Initially, there was a vote. Each vote divided independently. So it depends on the time of year, which would have longer hours, which have shorter hours. But the tools which man created for measuring time, water clocks and hourglasses. If Shu Chaluka say Mama, the 24 Shavas they made it possible to divide the day into 24 equal hours. But the more precise clocks of later on, they revealed that the 24 days are not equivalent at all seasons of the year. These are the word gam. Right.
Yeah, gam. Okay.
Okay. Gam orach l'shua tibis 124 she'emama. Eino kavua b'chol yomos hashana. Okay, so therefore an hour being 1/24th of a day is also not set all times of the year. He's all going to expand on it. The kan yiskor es hashonim she'b'shimush amenu b'doros ha'achonim b'asha bo matzkilas yemam b'chol echad mehem. And how it works in each one of them. I don't know if we have to do these, unless we really want to know historically, because they're not really so relevant to us today. Even though shown Eretz Yisrael is still in the Lulach, nobody actually looks at it. So I suggest we just skip the rest of this page.
How did Shalom Eretz Yisrael work?
Okay, you really want to know? Fine.
Yeah, just that one.
B'shon Aravi, 12 equals Shkia. B'shonei HaMizrach in the
down at the bottom. Down at the bottom.
no, it's the same thing. B'shon Aravi and Shon Eretz Yisrael, you have to understand. See one to see the other. Okay, sorry about that. B'shonei Mizrach in the Eastern clocks. In Yigul Shon Europe is supposed to European clocks. Haschal Simam Belobachat so Salayakim B'Shkia Sashemesh. The end of the day is at Shkia. K'mo B'shon Aravi. Just like in the European clock, Hashimshi, the solar one, Kamashon Ravi Shenog Bed, so it's Chim Kol Yom Lasit and Mechogei HaSha'on. They I'm not sure what he means by the Shona Ropi. I guess he's going by the Shona Ropi in the middle, which is not our standard clock today. Every day you have to move manually move the dial of a clock. Okay. So every day you have to make that 0 hour on your clock, right? So every day you have to make shkia. In other words, you have to move the dial each and every day, so that your 0 hour is at the sunset. Okay. Magrab. Okay, when the Magrab calls. Magrab means Ma'arav, west. So I guess that's because the sun sets in the west, right? So the Uba Masitim as Mechogar shown 12. Then you put the clock at 12. Shekain Zman Shkia Mishtanim Midayom. Because the Shkia changes every day. But Boker Lokim was showing Yeshua above the Rachas of Shemesh. So in the morning, he didn't change it to when the sun rises. And then they went another 12 hours. Only on an equinox day would 12 a.m. correspond to sunrise.
Sunrise.
It was kites in the summer, when the nights are shorter. The sunrise would be according to this clock, 12, before 12. And the winter when the nights are longer. Rise after 12. It's a local clock. Only works in a place where that clock is being used.
Mm-hmm.
The time of the Turks, it was widespread. Lulach Eretz Rav Tukachinsky, I have no idea why they still put it in there, but they still put that in Rabbi Tukachinsky's Luach.
Okay.
Sha'on Aravi, it's Sha'on Eretz Yisroel. Kamur le'al Sha'on Aravi, maskilim nosa shosei yamama, im shkia sachama. It goes by shkia. Im shkia sashemesh, sorry. V'zeh hareyu mat'im, this respect, it meshes. Bechleit is congruent in Imam Yehudi is still Jewish today. Shkamim Aslim Shkia also begins with Shkia. With the Bazu Yeshna Batei Knesses, Bikar Bishkunos Charedio Shal Yeshuva Yisham Yerushalayim, Shemshichim Bar Chazakoso Shal Ravi Gam Hayom. So you today. Shon Zeh Mekuba Yadu B'Shem Shon Eretz Yisroel. B'Shem Zeh Mafia Luch Eretz Yisroel Shal Tukachinsky and Yiskarel. Kamus Barla Yesh Chamein Shon Zeh B'Chol Yom B'Ofek. It's 12 Erev, you have to be al Shas Hashkia. You have to go to Bofek, not Bofek, sorry. You have to change it every day, so 12 as in the evening is indicative of the sunset. Please use Manei Knisas Shabbos, Taste of Shabbos, Prima Pisho Zeh. The times of beginning and end of Shabbos will be set in this clock. Blumas running Mefurat L'chol Shabbos to Shabbos. Because by definition, the Shabbos is going to be at 20 to 12. Right? So it's always spread 20 to 12. You can lose the Shabbos feast 11:20. No, 40 minutes before. Which stays the Shabbos for 12:40, 40 minutes after Shkia. Okay. This is very confusing. I'm not sure why this was helpful to anybody. Okay.
Well, if everybody was tweaking their clocks, then every day, then
okay, it's an interesting factoid here, which is not well known, perhaps. At least I didn't know till now. And on the Shon Chor v'Shon Kites, it says the Rishonon Hag, the second paragraph. The Rishonon Hag Baratzenu, She'on Kites was on the Chemes Ol Mashniya. It was first summertime, daylight savings time was first put into effect in Eretz Yisrael during the Second World War, but Sismas under the slogan Hamamatza Milchati, the war effort. Based on the law, the government had the authority. Change the clock from the beginning of spring to the beginning of fall. Shon Ka'akaitzim Shichlis came at Shnas 1958. It was in effect in 1958. Aziv Sichel Askin Sabim? That Shon Kaitz. I know what Sabim means here. Commands?
I guess rules or
what?
Rules, commandments, laws.
נשמעו ג'וז מחוגים שלהם להנהיג לשון הקיץ מחדש, לחסוס באנרגיה. יש מתנגדים לכך מסיבות שונות. Well, it's in effect now, I don't know what he was talking about when he wrote the book, but right now, of course, for the last many years, I don't know how long it is, 20 years or so, 30 years, Eretz Yisrael does have a daylight savings time.
Right.
I didn't know that it was in effect till 1958 and then it stopped.
No, me either.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so that's it for this page, and I guess we'll take it for next page next time we learn.
Okay, Hishkayach.
Okay, have a good week.
Thank you. You too.